respecting and loving your neighbor can give everybody a good feeling.
Fred Rogers wore a cardigan and spoke softly. But don't let that fool you. See, most folks heard that gentle voice and thought, "Aw, sweet old Mr. Rogers." But what they missed was the fire. The man was built different. Behind that soft tone was a quiet warrior. Someone who didn't need to yell to shake the room. This dude stood up to Congress, shut down the KKK, and rewired how a whole generation understood love, emotion, and justice. This ain't just a story about a children's TV host. It's about a man who chose kindness, not because it was easy, but because it was the boldest move he could make. And by the end, you'll see why Fred Rogers wasn't just a neighbor. He was a fighter. Fred grew up in comfort, but not connection. Asthma kept him inside. He was shy, overweight, and often teased. Kids once chased him through the streets, calling him Fat Freddy. He ran till he couldn't breathe. But instead of breaking him, that pain sparked something, a lifelong mission to make sure no kid felt unseen. Fred didn't speak much, but he watched. He noticed how people carried emotions beneath the surface. While others traded comics, he was learning to read feelings. That quiet superpower? It changed lives. Things shifted in high school when a classmate simply showed him friendship. Fred joined choir, theater, and by senior year, he was student council president. Then came college and his true language, music. Over 200 compositions later, he was ready to speak directly to hearts. Then one day he saw a TV for the first time and hated what he saw. Cheap laughs, noise, missed potential. So he made a choice. He was gonna flip the script. Use television not to entertain, but to nurture. Fred worked at NBC, but hated the industry. He walked away, studied theology, child development, and joined WQED, America's first community-backed TV station. There, he created puppets, music, and magic with the Children's Corner. He never planned to be on camera until someone pushed him. And suddenly, that calm, genuine energy just clicked. He brought it home, and in 1968, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood launched. While other kids' shows were loud and wild, Fred slowed everything down, looked right at the camera and said, "You matter, just the way you are." Every detail had purpose. His sweaters were hand-knit by his mom, the sneakers part of a safe ritual. Even the silences? Intentional. Fred made space for kids to feel. And when Congress wanted to slash public TV funds, Fred didn't raise his voice. He spoke with care. 6 minutes later, the senator smiled and said, "Looks like you just earned the $20 million. Same year, during the civil rights era, he made a quiet but bold move, inviting Officer Clemens, a black man, to soak his feet beside him in a pool on national TV. No speech, just peace, a statement. And yeah, Fred made mistakes too. He once asked Clemens to stay closeted out of fear it would hurt the show. But years later, Fred apologized, welcomed his partner, and washed his feet in private. Growth, grace. He never talked religion on air, but he lived his values. Tackled hard stuff, death, war, divorce, racism, because he believed if it's mentionable, it's manageable. He didn't just speak love, he defended it. When Burger King made a fake Mr. Rodney, Fred made one call, gone. When the KKK used his voice on racist tapes, he took legal action and shut it down fast. Behind the scenes, he was playful, silly. Crew pranked him, he laughed. He once weighed exactly 143 pounds for decades. Why? Because "I love you" is 143. That's how intentional he was. Fred passed in 2003. But before that, after 9/11, he came back. No set, no song. Just a message. Look for the helpers. And that one line became a lifeline. Fred didn't just build a TV show. He built a mirror. A reminder that you are enough. That kindness isn't weakness. That silence can be louder than shouting. Fred changed TV, but more than that, he changed people. And if his story touched you, pass it on. Somebody out there might just need to hear. They matter too.